Hello, and welcome to this demonstration on files and folders. So I'm just going to go over this kind of briefly. I don't want to spend too much time on it. However, you may need to use this a little bit. So you can see I opened our File Explorer by clicking the button down here. And I'm currently in the Documents folder. So some things to note. You notice this is split into two panes. Two panels, basically. The left panel is where you navigate, and the right panel shows you what is in the folder that you clicked on. So I'm clicked on Documents, and this is what is inside of it. Now you can see that there are also other folders within it, and other files. Now sometimes your window isn't big enough to show everything that's in a folder. And the way they solve this is they put this little scroll bar on the side. So you can actually click on that bar, hold your left mouse button down on it, and pull up and down to see the other ones. You can also use the little arrow buttons here too. So we are in the Documents folder. So I'm going to go into the Test folder. And you notice up here it added Test folder. So this is the directory area. And when I click up there, as I just did, you can see the actual directory to get to that folder. So that means it's in the C drive, in the Users folder, and so on. So the right way to read this is actually right to left. I'm in the Test folder, which is inside of Documents, which is inside of PDFSM, which is inside of Users, which is on the C drive. So let's do that really quickly. So I'll go into the C drive, I'll go into Users, I'll go to PDFSM, I'll go to Documents, and then Test folder. And here we are. And you'll notice it is the same directory here. So really quick, you would ask, how do you make a new folder? Well, as I'd mentioned before, you can either do this on a desktop or inside of another folder. Right click, the context menu comes up, point to New, then move over to Folder and click on Folder. So I want to point out, again, I said right click here, then point to New. I didn't say click on New. And then click on Folder. So I'll do that really quick. And usually it will ask you to rename it, but if it doesn't, you can right click on the folder and go to rename. You can give it a name, so I'll give it folder 1. So I'll do it again, and hopefully this time it works completely correctly. New folder, and if you notice this time it asks me to rename it, so folder 2, and you can name it whatever you want. Once you're done, hit enter. There you go. And now I have a folder. I can double click on it. There's nothing in it, but you notice in the directory, I'm now in folder 2 that is in the Test folder. So a few other things to note here. There is the back button if you need to go back to a previous folder you were in, or forward. Also, as I noted, there is this scroll bar here if the window isn't big enough to show everything you have. However, you can also expand the window by putting the cursor over the edge of the window, holding the mouse button down, the left mouse button, and dragging it down. Oh, see that? And remember, you also have the maximize button here if you really need it. Alright, I hope this helps, and be sure to watch this if you need to relearn anything or if there's something you just didn't grasp out of this. I know it's kind of a new concept, but the main way I look at this is a filing cabinet. You've got all of these folders in it. And if you just kind of think of it that way, it becomes really easy. I mean, you just have the Documents folder and you got these inside of it. And if you want to go from this folder to this folder, you just swap folders. Or if you want to go from this folder to this folder, you click right here in the navigation pane. Or if you have to use the back button to go. It's fairly simple. Just a Be sure if you ever have to come here, it's usually within a few spots. Usually you're in the Documents folder or possibly in the Downloads folder right here. Alrighty. I hope this helps.